Hey you guys, this is Quadfire X here, and today on my channel I have decided to document a full build series of the Armattan Chameleon. This is the Ti version of the Chameleon. I've always liked this frame. The only thing that bothered me about it was the original having the aluminum headpiece. I've always felt like that would have been the fragilest part of it, and as we all know, aluminum being soft as it is. So when they came out with the titanium version, I jumped all over it. So in this kit that you get, when you get the Chameleon, is you get the base plate or the bottom plate, and you also get the titanium nose pieces or plates, and then inside there are the back parts to it. This right here is the GoPro place for the GoPro straps onto the titanium plate, and you've got the top plate for where you strap your battery on, and a couple of more carbon fiber pieces that are used for the VTX antenna. Then you also got given the strut piece here between the titanium and all the screws, mounting hardware for the flight controller, landing pads, parts for the VTX. And stuff to mount the flight controller, as I said, and all the screws and everything put together. Of course, you get a couple of stickers. Comes with the kit, and oddly enough, they normally send a battery strap, but this one is not an Armattan battery strap. This is my 5th Armattan frame, and I've always gotten an Armattan. Not that it matters, it's just it seems kind of odd that that's not an Armattan battery strap. But before I go any further, I want to call out to racedayquads. This is the people that I've bought all this stuff from in this build series that I'm doing with the Armattan. I have dealt with a lot of companies over the 4 years that I've been building quadcopters, and this has probably by far been one of the best ones that I've used. I don't have any affiliate links with them or no affiliation whatsoever. I'm just a customer of theirs that I have always been happy with their service. Anytime I had problems, I've had a camera that was dead on arrival. They sent me another one, no questions asked. I had a problem with the flight controller, and they're going to send me another one to replace it with no problems whatsoever. They just wanted the old one back. So if you haven't tried racedayquads, definitely give them a try. I have been very pleased with their service and customer support. Never have I emailed someone and gotten a response back as fast as I have racedayquads. Also on this build, I'm going to go with the CL Racing F4. I have this on my Rooster right at the moment, and I have been really happy with the flight controller. No issues whatsoever. So I decided to go ahead and continue that with the Chameleon build. Coming from the flight controller out, I'm going to run the SpeedX 30 amp ESCs. These are the IS30. These are the 2 to 4S. They make a high volt that goes to 6S, but since I have no plan on running 6S on these quads, I went for the smaller one that's basically was designed, from what I understand, to run a 4S battery. So those are the ESCs that I'm going to run. Going out from the ESCs, we're going to go to the motors, and the motors that I have chosen are Hype Train, and they are the Ladrib edition. The 2306s, 2650 kV. These are also the same motors that I have on my Rooster build, and I've been really happy with these. Very smooth very smooth motors. The only difference with these motors they are the one with the EZO bearings, whereas the other ones I guess come with the original bearings. I'm not sure which ones are different, but these were $3 or $4 more a motor to have the bearings. I figured, why not? So those are the motors. You have, of course, you get the lock nut, prop nut on it, and you get the 4 motor screws and a very pink Ladrib sticker with the Rotorite background on it. So those are the motors, and we're going to use the Mach 2 from racedayquads video transmitter. I have this also on my rooster build. I am having issues with video noise on it, and I haven't decided if it's caused by the video transmitter or quite what's going on, because I've already added a capacitor to it and done a bunch of different stuff, and I'm not sure yet. When I get this one put into the Chameleon, hopefully that will confirm a lot of the problems that I'm having. Maybe I have a bad video transmitter in my rooster. I'm not sure. Hopefully we can figure that out. I am going to run with the r-xsr receiver for the FR Sky Tyrannus, and I am going to run this camera. This is the RunCam Micro Eagle. This is their newest camera that they've come out with. It's the one with the extremely large large lens for the small camera that it is. I also have this on my rooster, and I am pretty happy with this camera. If you can get past the aliasing, I know there's a lot of people who don't like it, but it gives me, I would say, the sharpest, best picture out of all the cameras that I've tried. So I'm going to continue using it on the Chameleon build. On this build, I'm going to be sticking with the same 5x4.3 props. Those are the ones that I use on my rooster, and they are the best ones that I've found so far, because the Cyclones here are they seem to pull a lot more amps with these props, and shorter battery life, and it's really harsh on my batteries. And these don't pull quite as much. I have to be sure and moderate my throttle quite a bit when I'm flying, but these give really good performance. They're a lot lighter prop than the Cyclones, like a lot lighter. I may put them on the scales later and further in the build so we can see the difference in them, but I don't have to run near as high D gains for prop oscillation and whatnot with these props. So I've been really pretty happy with them. The only other thing, of course, is this is the pigtail to the Mach 2 video transmitter, and I have 3D printed a TPU mount to hold that in the back, and also I have 3D printed another a GoPro session mount, and I've also 3D printed the mounts that I need to hold the RunCam Micro FPV camera in the titanium nose piece. This is going to be basically my main quad, and my backup quad is going to be my rooster. And this is my rooster. It's basically running the same components. The only thing that is different is this one has the Armattan 30 amp ESCs, which seem to be doing pretty good. Also running the Video Aerial Systems Minion. This is the new one that Alex Grieve just come out with. I'm going to say it's probably marginally better than the Pagoda. I have really luck with Pagodas, the good quality ones like from Farview. But this one here, this one works really well. I have no issues with it whatsoever. So, but that's the all that I have for the introduction to the Chameleon, the build. I'm going to break up this video in several series. That way, if you have a video that you particularly want to watch, and ones that you may not, you can pick and choose from that. I will give you my tips and tricks that I have for soldering skills that I've acquired over the years, and of course, when you start soldering some of the smaller stuff, it can be really daunting and intimidating to do. And I will show you how I do it, and perhaps that will help others that are getting into this hobby and want to experiment with soldering. Practice does make perfect. But anyway, this is going to wrap it up for this video. And my next video, I'm going to be installing the flight controller, the ESCs, and the motor. And then we'll move on to the other components. Like I said, I'll break the videos up as I go. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is Quad Flyer X, and I hope you enjoyed watching my video.